The trans woman who's become the head of an endometriosis charity. The endometriosis is a very serious condition of the womb that affects only people who were born female. This individual was obviously born male and has transitioned to be a woman. Now, is it acceptable for Steph, as she's called, to be running this charity, Zoe?
Well, my understanding of this is it's quite a small charity, and endometriosis, a horrific condition that I have a cousin that suffers from it, and the pain is unbelievable. Steph Richards' argument, the CEO that's been appointed, is that she has been employed on the basis of her skill set and not of her birth sex. I can understand why people are up in arms about this, because it's a condition that affects only those that were born female. I suppose her argument would be, but could a woman head up a prostate cancer charity as well? Does that sort of, do the two sort of completely blank each other
I don't know. What do you think about this, Paula? Because I know you've talked a lot about the problem of trans people competing in events, certain events in sport. Let's just say it like that.
Yeah. Well, let's say elite sport, because I guess that's my biggest issue is the fairness, and there's no getting away from the fact that somebody who is born male and has access to that testosterone through puberty and to all of the other factors is never going to compete fairly on a level playing field with somebody who's born and grown up female and remained female. So that's the entire reason the female category was created, so that women could win and could compete on a fair and level playing field there. So in elite sport, I'm completely for that. In this case, I think if Steph can do an extremely good job as head of this CEO and raise funds, raise awareness, then I don't particularly see a problem with it. I guess the bigger issue is in the language around it, when they've said that endometriosis is a condition that affects those who are assigned female at birth, when you could have just said women.
Yeah, Nick.
She was interviewed on Radio 4, wasn't she, yesterday?
Yeah.
And it became quite heated because she refused to use the term woman. She just wouldn't use it.
On the programme.
On the programme, and Emma Bartlett, they had a bit of a fallout. She said, why aren't you... I agree, there's no problem with holding this position. She might do a great job. But I think she seems to be female-phobic. She just seems to have a problem acknowledging that women exist. Women have a womb.
Well, I guess because her definition of herself is different from that which we conventionally understand to be a woman.
I respect that, and that's true. But there are many women who are women, and there's nothing wrong with that, and we don't need to lose the fact that there are millions of women who are actually born with a womb.
Yeah. Well, she says, I guess sex and gender are different, and she says that she's been appointed because of her skill set, not because of their sex. And she has a gender recognition certificate being recognised as female, and her critics are transphobic. So it's a very interesting situation. But you know what? If she suddenly raises 100 million for endometriosis, I can see what Paul is saying, that actually the gender doesn't matter.
That doesn't matter when the end product is getting as much money and awareness as possible for the charity. But
she's not had a good start, though, has she?
There's although
she's raised the profile of the charity, but will people be encouraged to give when it's raised in this particular way?
Yeah, and it's all abrasive, isn't it?
Yeah.